year the best player in the country. He's just that good.
All right, here's our tip. Controlled by the Saints. Laurel Johnson's going to bring it up. He's done a marvelous job. He's not really going to be a scoring point guard, but he's done a lot of things with the ball really well for the Saints. Immediately getting the ball into Imhoff's hands. Back to Johnson. In the corner to Imhoff. Drive, nope. There's going to be a foul. It's going to be on the floor. That's going to go against number 8, Johnny Verone.
Well, you see Ryan just backing his way down there. He's just so big and strong. You just almost have to double team him, but if you do, he's such a good passer.
Well, and the Saints also have those other shooters out there. Match had an incredible first half. Scored 22 points in the first half yesterday. That's going to go against Wyman. Offensive foul.
Must have been a screen off the ball. I didn't see that.
Coach Turcott's used to being down on the floor. We're a little further away with our backup setup with, Jason Walker is out for the evening with the radio company has to broadcast the bowl games. So.
And that's 2 quick fouls on Carroll. Ryan Imhoff with his first foul. And, you hate to see him get in foul trouble. You've got to be real careful now.
Verone will get the ball in. Gets it into Milner. Over to Foreman. Foreman had a really good game yesterday.
He's a nice player.
He's big and he's long.
Yeah.
But he turned the ball over. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Big, deep 3. Rattled around. Foreman. And Wyman's going to track it down. Now, in U Sports in Canada, they go by FIBA rules instead of the NCAA rules. So they're used to a shorter shot clock, a wider lane, a little bit different pace of play up there. Wow, turnaround jumper from Ryan Imhoff, and he's getting it going early for the Saints.
Going to him early, and I think that's probably smart. Now, Matt Burnham had a great first half last night.
Foreman.
Ooh. Foreman had a chance to score a layup there. He turned that down and tried to pass the ball on the perimeter. Foreman's a nice player. I mean, he's big, long.
Foreman over to Isil. Up to Verone. Traveled with it. It's going to be a turnover, Calgary. Now, the Saints really, the first half, for about a 8-minute section there yesterday, were pretty dominant. Match was hitting about everything that he could put his hands on, and that really had a big impact in the game. Burnham into Imhoff.
Well, that's where they got their big lead last night, was when Match went off and they blew it out to about a 15-point lead. I mean, he had, I think, 3 threes in a row, 3 straight possessions.
Johnson, nice dish down to Imhoff. Good assist there to Imhoff.
By Laurel.
Laurel's looking sharp early, which bodes well for the Saints.
Ooh, he's
Verone
carried that again.
Foreman, he's going to go to work against Burnham. Gets it back out. Inside-outside game there for Calgary, not working as of yet. No points on the boards for the Dinos. Imhoff across the court to Calagiaye. They're going to reset the offense. 17 on the shot clock. Imhoff, top of the key. Wyman. Over to Johnson. He's going to drive. He'll shoot. 2 on the shot clock. And Isil will pull down the rebound. Couple fouls early, but they've kind of slowed down on calling. That's going to be a turnover.
The Dinos do not look comfortable on offense at all. They don't. They are really out of sync, missing 2 of their best guards. I mean, you probably can survive without one of your good guards, but they're missing 2 of them. They do not look comfortable offensively at all right now.
Well, and what Dwyer did yesterday. Sometimes he made some critical mistakes, but
he did have some turnovers.
But man, he just gets the ball in motion and gets him going, and they just have not had that today. Calagiaye, 8 on the shot clock. Burnham will launch, and he'll hit. Back at it where he started off yesterday. He's going to continue today. That's a tough shot, too. He looked a little off balance.
Yeah, very quick release.
Shot there from Milner, and he'll hit. That'll be the first points for the Dinos. Saints lead 7-3 with just under 16 to play here in the first half. Johnson will bring it up, getting some pressure there. Imhoff out to Calagiaye. He'll drive. Foul on Foreman, and remember, he fouled out yesterday, so that's his first. But it's good to see Ife get to the rack. He did not play to his level yesterday, I didn't think, anyways.
Yeah, of course, he is a great defender and Carroll's best defender, one of the best defenders in the league. Yeah, but his offense has been better this year. I mean, he's just shown his experience, and he didn't have the kind of offensive game last night that he likes to have.
He doesn't shoot a lot, but he gets to the rack a little bit. And if he's open though, he'll hit, and he's shooting a pretty high percentage right now. Almost another turnover there. Milner looking to get some action going. Easel over to Verone. He'll get it up. Imhoff will pull down the rebound and take it up the court himself. Johnson, corner. Back to Burnham, wide open. Boom.
Another assist by Laurel.
Laurel is having a sharp game early. Gets Burnham wide open, and he's 2 for 2 from 3. He started 4 for 4 from 3 last night. Let's see if he can get that going again.
Good movement without the ball that time, the Argos. I mean, that's the best movement they've had there. Got him a wide open shot off a back screen.
They're getting a little more. They're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in their offense, you can say. Still haven't revved it up to where it was at second half last night, but Saints lead 12-5. 14:30 left in this game, or this first half. Johnson to Wyman to Imhoff. He'll go right down the key and draw 4 defenders. Johnson will shoot in the corner 3 at the end of the shot clock. Eisel will come down the rebound, and he'll turn it over. Oh, no, they'll say it went off of Ife. We got to, as a Canadian team, they have to keep with the hockey shift changes. So into the game is Kapinga, number 21, Mason Foreman, and number 5, who is not listed on my roster. Oh, Kapinga comes in and gets a little bit of a offensive or a defensive lift for the Dinos. Gets that steal, leads to a bucket. Again, this is a physical and athletic team, even without Dewara on the court. They showed it yesterday. Calagiaye on the wing to Wyman. He'll get it inside to Imhoff. 1-on-1. And he'll shoot. A little long. Johnson almost corrals the rebound, but Schluter gets the rebound. Imhoff, you wouldn't think it, but he's one of the nation's leaders in steals. He's got very active hands on defense. Tough shot there from Milner.
Carroll isn't defending the on-ball screen as well as I've seen him in past years right now. I think that's something Coach Cunningham's going to take a look at there. They usually, an on-ball screen, they get out and hedge or show real hard and high. And that time they just gave up a wide-open jump shot. Ooh, great take by Imhoff. Great take.
Imhoff found in a wide-open lane. Oh, tough shot there from Mason Foreman.
That could be a foul.
Carroll fans were not too excited about that. They're going to get a reach in there. That's going to go against Kapinga.
Sometimes the game happens. Those athletes are so quick. It happens, and the referee gets caught by surprise, and I think that's what happened there.
Goes to the first media timeout, and we're going to take a little break. Give our voice a rest. No commercial. Each early for the Saints. Milner leads the scoring for Calgary with 6 points. Wyman on the wing, gets it down low to Imhoff, and he'll go to work against Lars. Double team, sees Dan Warp streaking, and he's going to get his name in the score sheet.
He can make that look so easy. That is not easy to do. I mean, he backs you down, he gets a double team, he finds the open guy, and you get a layup.
Tough shot there from Schluter. You know, one thing that Warp doesn't get as much time as other people, I think, because of some of the questions on what he does on the defensive end. But man, he can score with ease. You look,
just shoot, he can score.
You look at what he does, and you don't realize that all of a sudden he's in double digits. Johnson, wide open three, and he'll take that every single time, and he hits.
Once again, the double team to Imhoff. I mean, you leave Imhoff and double team him, and he'll find the open guy. Laurel got a wide open three.
Saints are 3 of 5, and that's going to be a turnover on Kapinga. Travel with it. Saints are 3 of 5 from the three-point line here in this first half. 7 of 10 from the field. So it's, I think, closer game than the Saints than one might expect, but the Saints are shooting the ball really well early. And a lot of that has to do with what Laurel Johnson is doing. Johnson, top of the key, sees Burnham, and he'll shoot again! And he's 3 for 3 on the night.
He very well might have gotten fouled, too. That was a tough shot. That guy was all over him.
Burnham, back-to-back nights, really great performances across the board. We're going to call that a foul against Warp. And really, some of the best defense I've seen Warp play all year. And then he gets called a foul.
Yeah, it was good defense by Warp that time.
So back to the shift change. And they move Foreman in and out a lot, I think, to help him keep out of foul trouble.
Yeah, now he hasn't asserted himself offensively like he did last night.
He really came alive in the second half. We'll see if that's something, a trend that follows. But again, the Saints are keying on him more because they don't have that guard presence.
Yeah, there you go.
Verone, dribble, nothing to do, and he finally puts up a shot. Warp was going to come down with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. He'll find Wyman.
Oh,
that reverse layup by Wyman, he's so long.
He did.
It's hard to defend him when he's coming down the lane. Offensive foul.
Warp just went down, came back, and took a great charge. First he got a defensive rebound, pushed it up the floor, got Wyman a layup, then busted his tail back and took a charge. About 10 seconds.
Carson Cunningham loves to see that because he is a player that not only this year but moving forward can play huge dividends if he's on the court.
No question.
So some big play there from Wyman, or from Warp. Johnson will sprint up the court to break the press. A lot of pressure from the Dinos over the last couple days. I
thought they did a good job pressing last night. They look a little bit more tired tonight.
Burnham, he'll pick up a loose ball and he'll launch, and that'll be his first miss of the night. Yeah, I think that was a heat check there.
Yeah, that he didn't get the shot off the offense. All the other shots he's had have been in rhythm off the offense. That one was kind of off a loose ball. He just kind of fired it.
Yeah. Milner looking to get it down low to Connor Foreman, and just a little too high for him. trying to feed it into the big man. Johnson will take it up. He'll hold up, wait for the offense to get into motion here. Waiting for a screen from Imhoff. Man, he's such a big body. Wide open from Imhoff, and he'll launch. Oh, just a little off to the side.
He doesn't take a lot of threes, Jarek, like he used to. But he can make threes, and he can make them at crunch time. A nice take by Kapinka. He's got some real good quicks.
Yeah,
nice take.
Johnson, he'll bring it up. Right on the middle of the oversized C.
Kapinka, he's a force on defense, too. He's disrupting Carroll defensively.
Isel knocks it out of the hands of Johnson. A little substitution. Oliver Carr, who is really coming on over the last few games, checks in.
You'd love to see him get back to the form that he had as a freshman. He was freshman of the year. I mean, he was just a tremendous force. Ooh.
Almost an over and back there, but Warp
is just a pest out there defensively.
6 on the shot clock. Wyman will go to work. Find Ollie in the corner. Ooh, tough shot. Little short there from Oliver. Kapinga picks up the rebound, and he'll push it. Rebound there, almost by Foreman, knocked around. Isel picks up the rebound. Milner. Schluter. Into Foreman. Another big dunk from Foreman. He had a couple of those last night.
You hope that doesn't get him going, because he hasn't done much to that point.
Johnson picks up a screen. Almost turns it over.
Kapinka again.
Johnson on the wing, 15 on the shot clock. Saints will get the offense going a little bit. Screen by Imhoff. He'll take the give and go right in the middle of the key. Little short. Saints were shooting really well, and they've kind of gone cold over the last couple minutes. Isel will shoot. They're going to call it on Foreman underneath.
And that's his second.
That's 2. We're just 13 minutes in this game, and he's got 2. So there, out goes Foreman. In comes Sasha Puzacina, who spelled him a lot yesterday, especially when he did get into foul trouble. Kalajaya, he'll bring the ball up. Some full court man from the Dinos.
Well, now they're playing Ife at the point, which I haven't seen them do. Maybe they've done. I didn't see them do it last year. Maybe they're doing that now. He was strictly a wing player last year. They must have improved his ball handling quite a bit.
Imhoff down low. Wyman. Oh, turnover there from Wyman. Kapinga, they're going to call a foul. It's going to be.
I think they got offensive charge again.
That's a charge.
Wyman took it.
Second big charge take by the Saints. You know, they call them huckleberries, and it's a reward. They can get out of running sprints if they take a charge. So
I like that.
That's a
Huckleberries?
Huckleberries. So that's a huckleberry. That's going to be Kapinga's second foul.
Yeah, and Kapinga causes a lot of damage out there. I mean, they're going to miss him in that lineup.
So Verone will check back in to replace Kapinga. You got 2 of the most potent players so far in this game are on the bench after 2 of their best players aren't even suited up tonight.
And there was that little half-court trap that we saw Calgary run last night, and it's very effective, and they caused a turnover. Ife turned that over. They get you right at the half-court line, and that's the first time they've ran it and caused a turnover.
It's not like a traditional trap either. It's something a little bit, and you've got Ife at 6'3", looks like he's tiny because there's a lineup of 4 6'6" guys out there. Dinos getting into their offense, trying to get something going. It's, again, going to be a little bit tougher without 2 of their better players on the bench. Good ball movement. Ollie knocks it loose. Going to stay here, 7 on the shot clock, 6:28 to go in this first half. Max Isel will get it in. Turns it over. Kalajaye. He's got an open lane.
Oh, great pass.
Oh, great pass there.
By Ife. Great pass by Ife to, behind his back. And it just an opportune time to go behind your back. It really was. That was the right pass.
Schuster was right there, and if he tried to go in front of him, he wasn't going to get it there. But behind his back, he got it right to Imhoff for a great assist.
Meanwhile, Lars Schluter just splashed his three from about 25 feet. I wasn't expecting that, neither was Ryan Imhoff.
Yeah, Schluster just hit that was a deep, deep three. And that's his second three of the game. It's going to be the 17th foul, so we're going to go into the bonus. Burnham's going to check in.
Well, you look at this thing, and you would think that Carroll is actually dominating the game, but it's only a 6-point lead. You know, these Dinos, they just kind of hanging around here. That's what they did last night. And you don't want to let up too much on them. They can come back in a quick hurry.
They're doing it from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are.
They're 4 of 9 from the three-point line. Saints, this is their third free throw of the night. 3 for 3 now on the night. Now 4 for 4. There's Schluster again. It'll try to go. Ife with the quick hands knocks the ball away. Isel. Oh, gonna get him for a travel there. He barely left his second foot to get it off the ground, then came back down and tried to get into the offense. Warp will take it out. Santos back in the game.
So now they got Santos playing the point, and that's where he's been playing. He's been the backup point.
Santos, man, he can do some pretty amazing things.
Well, he's a huge guard. I mean, a huge point guard. He's about 6'8".
And Carson's talked about having him as kind of a point forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, quick move by Kalajaye to get the rebound for the Saints. Goes to the top of the key, back to Santos. Cross court to Kalajaye in the corner. Oh, in and out.
Really nice pass by Santos there. Really nice. Getting that three. Really helps to have that size. Look at that.
Deep three from Schluter again.
My goodness. That was 30 feet. That really was. I mean, he's dialing it up.
That's 9 now from Schluter.
Great pass by Santos. Just a great pass by Santos.
Good help. Good
2 in a row.
Good assist from the Saints tonight. They're going to call that. That's going to go against Santos. Came through that screen a little too handsy, I guess.
You know, the second night of a deal like this where you just played last night, you got to have different guys step up. And it's good to see, you know, Warp step up and Santos step up, and some of these guys last night that didn't get a lot of playing time. But you can't expect Imhoff and Burnham to go for 30 points apiece every night.
Well, sometimes Imhoff, you kind of expect him to go for 30 points every night. Schluter, again, that one was even deeper. Wow.
He's a hand in his face. I mean, he is feeling it.
He shot that from the volleyball line.
Yeah, I mean, that.
I mean, I'm just waiting for him to just start launching from the other free throw line. It's going to be a turnover, Ollie. He came down a little bit rough.
Yeah, you worry about his knee. He's coming back from that knee surgery. A little tender there. And those spin moves, those were the kind of moves he was making as a high school senior and as a freshman at Carroll. And he was basically unstoppable. He was so quick. And I know he's going to get that back. He's just rusty, and it's just going to take time.
Well, and you think about all he's had to go through, you know, applying for dental school. Yeah. Schluter again, man, he is 5 for 5 from that three-point line.
It's a one-point ball game.
It's a one-point ball game. He's got 15 points, and all of a sudden, he's the best player on the court. Wyman, nifty, crafty move around the basket, extends that lead back to 3.
Wyman can just hang in the air.
Johnson bringing it up. In the corner. Oh, Santos gets it knocked away. Oh.
And then once again, that's Schluter with the steal. He is defensively one of the quicker, better guards we've seen. I mean, he causes mayhem out there. He's got 2 fouls, so he's got to be careful. But right now, Carroll is struggling a little bit with a 1-point lead, and the Dinos are in this one.
They're, like I said, they're a good team. Carroll ball under the Dino basket, which, by the way, Dinos is a tremendous mascot. You'd think there'd be a Montana school with the Dinos with all the archaeology work that they've done along the Rocky Mountain front. Wyman, little weave at the top, and they're going to get it to Imhoff. Burnham, down low to Santos, cross court to Wyman. 4 on the shot clock. He'll go to work. Tough crossover move and finishes right over Halo's nose. 3-pointer to tie it up. But it doesn't fall. Johnson, he'll drive. Take it back out. Schluter's playing right in the middle of the key. He's the middle of their zone. And he's long.
He is very long.
Foreman going to check back in. And Johnny Verone back in as well. 13 on the shot clock. Saints ball. Imhoff in the corner. He'll go to work on Foreman. Nice shot.
Isn't that a beautiful fadeaway? That is just a picture-perfect, beautiful fadeaway jump shot from about 14 feet.
Well, and you can see Foreman's laying off of him because he knows he's in foul trouble. Foreman picks up the rebound. Oh, wide open Easel.
Well, they can shoot.
They can shoot. And they didn't really show this type of game last night.
Yeah, they can shoot. They look, like a real European team like tonight. I mean, they're big guys who can shoot the basketball.
And those FIBA rules that they play with, those are those are going to give the advantage to those European-style team. Santos with the rebound. Wyman back out to Santos. Cross court to Burnham, wide open. Oh. So Burnham was 3 for 3, and now he's gotten into a little bit of a slump. Schluter down low. He misses. He can hit from 35, but he misses the 4-footer. Yeah, he had to get it out to 35 to shoot it. So he missed the 4-footer.
That's 6 threes in a row he's hit. He missed a 2, like you said. Like you said, he needed to get out there at that 25-foot range.
Dinos take their first lead, 37-36. They've really found a rhythm. Johnson back into Imhoff. Draws the foul and the bucket.
To me, I do not understand why the Dinos have Schluter on Imhoff. He's got 2 fouls. He's your best big guy.
Oh, that's Foreman.
Yeah, or excuse me, Foreman. Why you have Foreman guarding Imhoff? Now he's got 3 fouls.
When you saw him lay off the possession before.
And he hit the fadeaway.
And he hit the fadeaway.
This time he gets up on him and he jumps into him and gets the foul.
Well, and you know that Ryan knows that he's got 2 fouls. Yeah. And you know that he's going to go right at him. And he's going to put his body into him and draw that contact.
And he did.
Imhoff has 12 early. Trying to make it 13. Oh, missed free throw. Not a common occurrence for Ryan Imhoff. 10 left in the half. Saints with a 1-point lead. Schluter. Oh. Long shot at the buzzer there from Johnny Verone, and it does not fall. So Saints with a 1-point lead. 15-minute break here. Tough first half there.
That just was not a fluke. I mean, the fact that he made that from half court. He's just going to make some of those, and he made one of them when it counted today. Cost for $1,000. Then that's a turnover.
Start off with the turnover from the Dinos.
Yeah.
Threw it right off of Ife's foot.
Try to get a backdoor play.
Yeah. Schluter's back on Imhoff. He'll go right at him. Good defense there from Foreman with 3 fouls. Imhoff with the steal.
And like you said, he leads the team in steals, and he's one of the tops in the country. In addition to everything else he does, he gets into the passing lanes.
Well, if you look at the stats page on DAX Stats, that they have the leaders for the major statistical categories, and it's just a list of what Ryan Imhoff has done, because he leads the Saints in points, rebounds, steals, assists, and blocks.
Oh. On a good team with a lot of other good players.
Yeah. With 3 probably All-American caliber players and 1 All-American caliber defender. 4 on the shot clock. Imhoff gets it up a little short. Schluter gets the rebound. He'll bring it up. Few miscues again just to start the offensive second half for the Dinos, but that was the way they started the first half, and we saw the way they ended it.
And Carroll has Ife Kalajai guarding Schluter right now.
Best defender against the best shooter. Block shot, bounces around and goes back to Foreman, and he hits it. Dinos take the lead. They're first of the second half. Kalajai is going to bring it up, playing the point. Imhoff right down the lane. And you can see the way that Foreman is playing. He does not want to be back on that bench.
I don't know why you have him guarding Imhoff with 3 fouls. That makes no sense to me.
Ooh, they're going to call.
And that time they posted up Schluter and Carroll, and they lobbed it to him, and Carroll came from the weak side, but you have to give him room to come down. And Wyman didn't give him room to come down, and he took an awful shot right in the mouth, too. So he got the foul and a shot in the mouth.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Yeah.
Dino ball under their basket. They get it into Foreman.
Oh, and he just got an illegal screen.
14, Foreman. That's just going to be his 4th foul. And they're going to send Mason Foreman immediately in to spell Connor Foreman.
They're pretty small now. I mean, they're a much smaller team without him out there.
But this is when Lars got going, is when they were in this lineup. And that's going to go against, that's going to go against Milner. That's his first.
And the Dinos picking up the pressure now, Jarek. I mean, they're picking up full court, trapping the first pass. They're going to really get after Carroll's guards. This is good experience for Carroll. This is the kind of stuff that'll make you better.
Well, and this is kind of stuff that we're going to see a lot with Western coming into town. Big hammer home from Wyman.
He was about 18 inches above the rim at his peak right there when he threw that down.
Yeah, and he threw it down. Yeah. He brought the hammer down. You said he was way up there. Milner, take it out of bounds. They get into the Kapinga. He's going to drive through the key. Good defense by Laurel. Imhoff just goes up and picks that right off the rebound, right off the rim. Burnham. Kalajaya down low to Burnham. He's going to go to work. He'll drive if they'll let him. And he does. He backed him right down. They were waiting for the pass because they know how good of a passer he is.
Well, he's got those little spin moves down at the low post. They can post him up.
You can see Caligiaye is guarding Schluter, and he hasn't had a look yet. They're helping up top of that key, and they just gave it Mason Foreman a wide open layup.
Very nice pass. Well executed offense that time.
Saints with the 3-point lead. 16:40 left here in this second half. Johnson back to the basket. Caligiaye, he'll drive. Cross court to Burnham. Oh, he's got a little cold there from the 3-point line. He was feeling it really well in the first half. Block shot by Imhoff.
Another block by Imhoff. You know, he just, the game gets over with, and you look at his numbers and you're saying, how did he do all that?
Yeah.
Assists, blocks, steals, points.
Kapinga got that rebound but stepped on the line. Wyman gets it into Imhoff. They're going to let Johnson bring it up. Splits two defenders. Caligiaye, he slipped. Kind of just tripped up on his own feet.
Yeah, I don't think that was a bad pass. I think he did just trip. I think it was a good pass.
Isel. Gets it into Foreman. Little help there from Johnson. Trap. Tough shot there. Verone looked like he had a wide open layup, but all of a sudden there was Johnson contesting it, and Johnson comes down with the rebound. Imhoff going to work again. He's going to draw the foul from Milner. That'll be his second.
What Ryan has the ability to do, Jarek, is when he's backing you down, he can feel pressure. He can feel which side you're playing him, and he'll spin away from whatever side it is. And that's not something you can teach. It's something that you just have. It's an innate ability, and it's rare. A few people can do it. And interestingly enough, Match Burnham can do it as well. You know, he doesn't do it as well as Imhoff, but he can do it. And when you find it, you've got a low post player, and that's one of the reasons why Imhoff is so good down there.
Well, and you saw it. There was 3 defenders on him, and he felt where the pressure was. He went right at it and drew the foul. Saints with a 5-point lead, 15:38 to play.
Saints with a little pressure of their own. Saints decide, well, you know, I think that's good. I think that's a smart move by Coach Cunningham. Don't just sit back with these guys. Go out and pressure them a little bit. I think your kids will play better sometimes when you get out and pressure.
Well, I think, you know, it's another opportunity for the Saints to really figure out where they're at, you know, and get ready for this conference season, which starts next week. You know, we have the 2 games early.
We do. And then Western coming to town, and then LC State. There aren't any 2 bigger games than that all year. You
start with maybe the 3 best teams, best opponents in the conference, and Western, LC, and Rocky right off the bat.
An assist by Imhoff there, another assist.
Tough shot there. Verone.
And the Dinos really needed that there. They were struggling there. They needed somebody to come up and make a play.
Well, and Burnham overextended himself on a pass, or he would have been there to defend that a little bit better. Imhoff driving down low. Sweet move, a little short. Almost comes up with his own rebound, but Schluter pulls it down. Schluter hasn't made a shot here in the second half.
He hasn't got one, you know.
You can see that the Saints are really focusing on guarding the perimeter, and that's a second or third wide open layup they've given up.
They're not rotating. They're locking on those 3-point shooters, so they're not locating on dribble penetration, and that's when you have shooters. That's what the Golden State Warriors do to you.
Wyman, rare 3-pointer from Wyman. Saints struggling a little bit from the field right now, even with wide open shots. Burnham gets the turnover. We have a tie game, 13:47 left here in this game. What do the Saints need to do down the stretch here? You see they've been defending the perimeter. Johnson, he'll bring it up with pressure. And he'll just blow past it. Imhoff sets a screen. Gets to him. And he'll go right at Schluter. He'll pull up from 16. A little short. Imhoff's been a little short, which is not something we typically think.
He just got a steal.
Another steal there from Imhoff.
Yeah. Kelajai might get credit for that, but Imhoff caused it. He knocked it away.
So Imhoff, even if he's not scoring, he's still giving you so much.
See, they posted a Burnham there. Or no, that was Wyman. They posted a.
No, that was Burnham.
That was Burnham, yeah. That was a high-low, and he just missed an easy shot.
Again, wide open layup, but Santos came in late with a little bit of pressure and maybe altered the shot. Imhoff, back to Santos. And he'll go to work right there. He's not going to miss layups like that.
And Santos made a nice pass to get it to him, and that's what Santos is a facilitator, a really good. Ooh. Now Schluter that time just threw Ife to the ground. The referee didn't see it. Ife was getting up, and they threw it into Schluter, and you got a wide open bunny.
Yeah, I mean Johnson came over to try to defend him, but Schluter's got about 7 inches on Laurel, so. Tie game, 50-50. And they're going to call that against match.
And Carroll's trying to go high-low now with Burnham down low and Imhoff up on top. And that time Burnham just got a little too aggressive trying to get position down there at the low post.
So Imhoff will take a seat. Wyman will come in to spell him. The Saints look to be in a
we have a real competitive game here, 50-all. I mean, Carroll's got their hands full.
The crowd is not nearly as big as it was last night.
Right.
Weather was terrible today.
Yeah.
The roads in Helena, honestly, it shouldn't even be this big. It's emergency travel only. But
that's what the sheriff said. I was amazed that we have this much of crowd. The sheriff put out a warning about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Good ball movement there from the Dinos. And a three-pointer there from Milner. You can see the way that Schluter has changed the way the Saints are playing defense.
Yeah.
Santos. Burnham, he'll go to work. Nice move. Right inside.
That's that little spin move. I just love it his.
It's hard to defend.
And he's so big, you know, he's 6'8", and then he spins. He can spin either way.
Toast got him for sure. That's a tough layup. Chance to extend their lead to 4.
And Santos, that is his Achilles heel, his defense. Now, he's gotten a lot better. When he got here, he was not a good defensive player at all. But he's still, there's room for improvement there. But you know, you like him because of all the things he does for you offensively.
Yeah. And that's going to go against the Dinos. It's going to be against Max Isla.
Isla is a very tough defensive player, very physical, and he pushes you to the sideline, and then he gets you sealed over there, and he won't let you come back. He's about 6'4", and he's physical, and he's pretty quick.
That's his first foul. Get it in. Tail end of the 5-second count there, but they get it into Wyman. Johnson. Good.
And once again, that's ISIL on defense. I mean, he can really move his feet. The 6'4" guard that's that strong. He's a kid from Germany.
There's definite foreign flavor here to the Calgary team. European flavor. Tough shot. Burnham pulls down the rebound. Johnson will take it up for the Saints. Santos, cross court to get a streaking match Burnham. Let's see if they say it's on the ground or if he was shooting.
Yeah, I don't think he was shooting.
They're going to say he was not. He was putting the ball in the air, but
I don't think he was quite ready. He wanted to shoot it, but he didn't quite have time to get the ball ready to shoot.
Burnham, right inside, layup. Santos gets the rebound knocked away. Now Burnham's on the floor.
I didn't see what happened, but it looks like he got hit right in the face somewhere. He's grabbing his face. He took a real good elbow, it looks like. He's a lot of blood.
Yeah, he got
hit in the nose.
He's got a bloody nose. He'll pull the teams away. Little bit of blood. He's a tough kid.
Right about now, in this next 10 minutes.
And I don't know if I've ever been around a team that is as close as this Carroll team.
Yeah.
And Imhoff, and that's going to go against number 14. Oh, they're gonna call it against Kapinga. That's going to be his third. Put him in a little bit closer to foul trouble. And Match Burnham just step back onto the court.
And the refs are going to tighten this thing down now. This would be a good time now for a coach to go zone and try to make the team shoot perimeter shots. Because if there's contact right now, the refs are going to call it.
Which also begs the question, why is Foreman back in this game with 4 fouls and 10 minutes to play? And if that is also what's going to happen, then that bodes very well for the Saints with Ryan Imhoff. Schluter wide open, and he hits again.
That's just candy for him. And Carroll with the full court zone press that time, and as they were trying to get back and get organized on defense, they found Schluter.
Wyman down low to Johnson. Wyman in the corner, had a three, didn't take it. 16 on the shot clock. He'll drive. Santos just long. Foreman will come back down with the rebound.
That's a good look, though. That's a real good look he got.
Dinos with a 4-point lead. This is the most that the Saints have been pressed all year long. Tough play. Johnson with the block and the rebound. Wyman gathers it. Block. They're going to say no shot, but that's going to be the 7th foul, so that's going to be a 1-and-1. So 3rd foul on Verone. Foreman will check back out for Mason Foreman. So there's
Carroll last time came out with a full court press and kind of got burned on it. But that's the same press that they used to get back in the ballgame against Northern right before Christmas. And a tremendous comeback. One of the most amazing comebacks I've ever seen in Carroll history.
Well, when you score 7 points in 20 seconds,
and that was the same press that they just put on Calgary that time.
Saints will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And when you put a team like Carroll in the bonus with 9 minutes to play, that's probably not going to end well, how well they shoot the free throw. Dino ball. Eisel gets it to Schluter. Hand check is going to go against Johnson.
And he did.
They did a switch on the ball screen. Ife came off when Kapinga came around, and Schluter just took it right at Laurel. Kapinga, top of the key, gets a screen. Give it back to Kapinga.
Oh, great block.
Ife.
Great block.
Wow.
By Ife.
What a play. All ball. That was as clean as they get. But he climbed the ladder there.
10 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to get a shot off pretty quickly here.
Mason Freeman over to Kapinga. Eisel. Tough shot. Imhoff's going to come down with the rebound. Johnson, he'll press. Imhoff. Imhoff is setting the screen. They're trying to get that give and go.
Oh, great shot by Laurel. That's that medium range jump shot that he loves. Off an on-ball screen. That's his shot.
Well, you can see they have Imhoff setting those on-ball screens, trying to spring him. Johnson with another foul. That's going to be the 5th team foul for the Saints.
Once again, Max Eisel is guarding Laurel Johnson, and Max is as good a defender as Laurel Johnson is going to face all year. He is one tough cookie.
Tie game, 58-58. It's been the Saints went up big early, and then the Dinos climb back in it behind Schluter right here, and he'll take another one.
Oh my goodness!
And hit.
He shoots it so quick. I mean, that's NBA stuff. Those shots he's taken.
So he's got 26 points, and he hasn't missed a three-pointer since his first one. He's 8 of 9 right now from the three-point line.
Goodness. And that's with Ife Kalajaya on him, who is our best defender.
Tos, Imhoff. Imhoff is struggling here in the second half.
Yeah, that's a jump shot from the free throw line that he doesn't very often miss.
He still has 20. Saints are shooting over 50% from the field.
And
Offensive foul.
Imhoff just took a charge.
Again,
yeah.
Again, he might not score for you, but he's going to be doing something great.
There you go.
And I'm guessing that Imhoff is going to go start taking it to the hole.
Yeah, I think they'll probably get him down at the low block right now with this lineup in there now. Ooh.
Tipped out of bounds there.
Yeah, Calgary men and women, both of them are pretty good pressing teams, and they really get up and deny that inbounds pass well.
Well, you can see that. I'm going to guess that they have a pretty good strength and conditioning program
there,
because they are both strong.
They are strong. They are, exactly.
Almost another steal there from Imhoff, but it goes out of bounds.
A nice steal by Andrew Milner there. The press has been a factor. The press is starting to bother Carroll a little bit. They're awful quick, even without their two guards. You know, they might be better defensively without those two guys. They probably aren't as good offensively, but they've got some good defenders out there.
Eisel tries to go across court, almost taken away. Calgary's going to hold on to the ball. 20 on the shot clock, so not a real pressing issue there. Eisel will take it out onto the key, get it into Schluter. Kapinga on the wing. Gets it over to Verone. Down low to Verone. He'll turn around. Take it right at Imhoff.
Carroll defense picking up a little bit. You can just see it. You can just see the intensity.
I'm going to say that was an off of Kalajaya. Go to the media timeout. What It just seems the Saints are a little out of sorts tonight.
Well, the press is
25-23 edge.
And Match Burnham has not come back in the ballgame since he took that shot to his face.
He is on the bench,
right,
but he hasn't been back in. I wonder if they're going to let him sit a little bit and see how he make sure he's not woozy or anything. Isel will take it up. Kapinga on the wing. Those the Kapinga and Verone, their numbers are almost exactly the same. The shape of the lettering, it's hard to see from here. Kapinga draws the foul. He'll go to line, try to extend this 3-point lead.
Well, right now, the Dinos have got 4 guards and 1 post player who is a 3-point shooter in the ballgame. I mean, that's kind of where college basketball is going. You get that court spread and you get all those quick kids that can handle and drive. Boy, it's hard to contain that.
Back into the game, Match Burnham.
There he does, yeah.
He's got his nose stuffed up with some cloth to keep that bleeding stopped, but he's back and it looks like he's doing okay. Santos draws a foul. He'll go to the line.
Yeah. The Dinos now, that's their 19th foul.
That's his third.
And that they've got a 5-point lead. That is such a silly foul.
Yeah.
And Carroll's got a chance to get right back in it. 2 free throws here.
So Kapinga has 3. Verone has 3. That's going to be Isel's third foul. Connor Foreman has 4. It's a little bit of foul trouble from them.
And that's the front end of that 1-and-1, which is big.
Santos hits. I mean, the Saints are, again, the best free throw shooting team in the NAIA. They're 11 of 12 tonight, over 90%. Make it 12 of 13. So that bodes well down the stretch when they're in a they're going to be in the double bonus from here on out. Milner gets it into Schluter, out to Isel. Isel is going to go right at Burnham. Down in the corner, there to Kapinga. Schluter, wing. That's his first miss since his first 3-point shot. He hit 8 straight before that.
And he was pretty off balance on that one.
But they get the offensive board.
They did.
Still in the possession. Foreman. Santos gets the steal and draws the foul. Or no, they're going to call that on Santos. Oh no, they called it on Foreman.
And that was the right foul. He pushed him from behind. That was the right call.
What a great play there.
Yeah.
From Santos to steal that ball and draw that foul.
It was.
And there goes Foreman.
Santos is long. You know, he can get his hands.
And really, Foreman has not been much of a factor tonight. He's going to end the night with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 5 fouls.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't have minutes on our stat sheet, but it's he's probably played a total. He hasn't played 10 minutes the whole game.
Now, Carroll was down 5, and all of a sudden, 2 free throws, 2 fouls by the Dinos, and Carroll has a chance to cut it to 1. And they do.
And they do. Again, best free throw shooting team in the country.
Discipline on defense, being able to guard the ball without fouling.
Oh, did not do that there.
Yeah.
Kapinga.
Well, Burnham's trying to stay with the guy, Kapinga, who is the quickest guy on the floor. I mean, he's a jet, and that's tough.
And he just hesitated for a second and sent Burnham flying.
Yeah. I don't know if Carroll might need one more quick guy in there defensively. They might. I know he likes Burnham in the ballgame because of his offense, but there's a quickness advantage out there a little bit right now with all the quicks
Well, and it might be that he might be giving Ife a little bit of a rest for the middle.
And that's why they got him out there. He just splashed a tree.
What a shot from the wing there from Burnham to tie this ball game.
Carson has him out there. He knows what he's doing.
And what an assist by Wyman. Wyman hasn't had a ton of points tonight.
Yeah.
He's in double digits.
Exactly.
But, man, he does so many good things. Oh.
Bad shot.
Bad shot.
Good defense.
Good defense. And that is one thing that Burnham has really improved on this year. His defense and his rebounding. Oh, and he just lost it there away. I don't know if that was even a steal as much as it was just he lost the handle. Oh. Good ball movement there from the Dinos. Wide open layup. They take the lead back with 4:20 to play. 67-65. Yesterday, you're looking at a game that was turnover there by the Saints. You're looking at a game that was in the 90s yesterday. And I think Calgary knew that without two of their best guards, they needed to muddy the water a little bit.
They did.
And they've really kind of made it tough defensively for the Saints.
They have played good defense, no question about that. And they've used their quickness, to spread the court and really penetrate with the dribble.
Santos, great assist there from Imhoff. That'll be his fourth assist on the night. Dino ball on the wing to Milner. Gets it in to Schluter. Santos pokes it away, but Milner gathers it. He'll drive. Down low, Imhoff with the block, but Milner grabs it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, did not get it off. Great defense by the Saints.
Great defense. Just very, very determined defense. Timeout, Carroll.
Well, and you think about the difference between 24 seconds to 30 seconds in that shot clock that they're playing with in Canada. And 6 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time.
Boy,
but
it is.
6 seconds in basketball is a ton of time. Going to take it out in Dino territory. Johnson will bring it up. Again, some pressure, but he'll blow right past it, right to the rim. Draw the foul and the layup. Ties the game with a chance to give the Saints the lead. What a play. Johnson is so known for dishing it that they didn't know what to do when he came right at him, right up to the rack.
Well, it looked like they were trying to do that little half-court trap thing, but they didn't trap it. And Laurel just said, okay, if you're going to force me here to the right, I'm just going to beat you right.
Again.
Big play by Laurel. Carroll with the lead for the first time in a while.
Saints take a 70-69 lead, 2:45 left to play. Now the Dinos look a little bit disjointed offensively all of a sudden. And they turn it over. Yeah. The Carroll defense is all of a sudden last 2 possessions forced 2 turnovers, and the offense looks like the Carroll offense we're used to.
Yeah, it's crunch time. This team will execute.
Johnson draws a double. Imhoff into Santos, into the corner to Burnham for the 3. What ball movement by the Saints!
Great execution, just perfect. Can't play better.
And all of a sudden, that's a little 7-0 run for the Saints, and the Saints take a 73-69 lead. Burnham draws his 3rd foul. Before he went out, he only had 1 foul, but he's had 2 fouls back-to-back possessions. They're going to have a 1-and-1. Saints with a 4-point lead, 1:50 to play. Crunch time here. Kapinga's got a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Hits the front end. cuts it to 3, takes it to a one-possession game. He misses the back end. Santos with the board. Johnson will bring it up. Imhoff will set that screen just to free him up a little bit, let him get across the timeline. Johnson, they're going to let it tick down a little bit and then get in their offense. Milner's trying to give him a little pressure. Imhoff. Oh, they get him on the offensive foul. Great position there from Kapinga. Or no, sorry. Again, that's Verone.
And Carroll ran a backdoor play. I thought it was a block, but the referee had a good look at it.
Kapinga. Over on the wing to Eisel. Kapinga to Milner. Inside to Schuster. They're going to get a Kapinga. He's going to drive. Eisel, wait, great backdoor cut there. It's a one-point game with a minute to play. Johnson. You talk about back-to-back possessions where the Saints did a lot of things right, and then that's back-to-back possessions where they gave up points. Imhoff. Burnham. He'll go to work on the smaller Kapinga. Tough spin move. Oh. Tough shot from Match Burnham.
Oh, that's a nice shot. He's so long. That was a beautiful shot.
When he's got such an advantage on Kapinga height-wise.
Yeah.
27 to play.
And he used that height, every bit of it there.
3-point game. Kapinga down the lane gets the bucket. 75-74, 23 to play. Timeout, Calgary. Now, here's the other interesting side story to this. Assistant coach Dan Pearson for the Calgary.
They're going to get the ball into Imhoff. I think Carson would like to have him shooting the free throws. Him or Burcham.
Got it to Burnham. They're going to just let it sit here. Wyman gets fouled. A little tough.
So Wyman will be shooting 2. Makes them both. Then they have to have a 3 to beat him.
Have to have a 3 to send it to overtime.
A 3 to send it to overtime, yeah. So you'd like to make them both. It's a lot tougher to get a 3 than it is a 2. A 2 you can dribble penetrate because you don't want to foul. A 3, a lot tougher.
Hits the first. Again, the best free throw shooting team in the country. And Wyman now with 11. Hits. It looked a little short from here, but it rolled in. Now you got 16 seconds. They get it across the timeline. Call that timeout. So now they need a 3.
Now Carroll might foul. This is always a tough decision here. 16 seconds to go. Do you want to foul? Put him to the free throw line.
He has 3 guys with 3, 1 with 4. Kapinga. He's going to wait a second. He's going to take it right to the rack. They're going to let him have that layup. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. They cut it to 1.
Oh, that's an interesting way to play it. Go for the easy 2, call timeout, and then you're going to have to foul right away. Make Carroll make 2 more free throws.
Now, last inbound, they have Wyman, or they have Imhoff where they had Wyman last time. Johnson to Wyman.
They do like Wyman shooting the free throws. They like him shooting them. Boy, they foul hard. When they foul you, they don't foul you a little bit.
So that foul is Verone. That's going to be his 4th. So Verone and Kapinga have 4 each.
And I seem to recall Wyman was an awfully clutch free throw shooter last year. A lot of games didn't end towards the end of the game. He ended up at the free throw line making big free throws. That almost came out. It hit the front lip and almost came out.
That rolled around a couple times there, but fell. So 2-point game, 78-76. 8 seconds, 8 ticks. Big make. 4 in a row from Wyman.
How many timeouts do they have?
That's got to be their last one.
He must have saved every one of them.
So
now you have to get a 3. You can't go for 2 now. You have to go for 3.
So let's see what Milner does with it. It's in the screen, trying to get Schluter open. Desperation shot. Oh, in and out.
Oh, that was almost went down.
Okay,
0.2 of a second.
Put back there for Verone, but
that 3 went rattled and came out.
That
was a better look than what that almost went down. It was down, and I thought it was, and then it kind of took a funny little spin and came out. Great basketball game.